Hello everyone, how you doing? I I got another package from a foreign country, but instead of Ukraine, this one's from Japan. I almost said Russia. Russia is not Japan. Anyway, if you can't tell, I'm high right now. I'm on about 5 milligrams of THC. I swallowed a gummy, and because the portion I take from it is so small, I, instead of chewing it where it would just all get stuck in my teeth, I swallow it like a pill. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and open this and show you what this is because it's cool. So all this stuff right here, I don't normally keep this on my shelf. I went to the other room to get it to put it there. And why I got all this will be made clear in just a second. This is wicked cool. I promise. Also, like, see proof I got from Japan in case you didn't believe me. I redacted my personal information, but you get to know that I'm from North Carolina. Well, live in. I wasn't gonna grow up there. Okay. Geez, should my stoned ass really be handling a sharp object like that? Okay. Oop, there we go. Haha. Okay. Okay, it doesn't have any of my personal info on. Oh, well, that's nice. Oh, hell yeah. So, this, as you see, it's a Wind Waker. It's a 4-doma manga. And oh, wow, this is in really good condition. I'm very happy with this. Oh, wow, it's got the little slip thing that goes around it. This is actually high quality paper too. I am impressed. But yeah, if you didn't all know, Wind Waker is my favorite Zelda game, which makes it my favorite game. A game by default. It's a really good game. You should play it. I also have the GameCube one, but it's at my parents' house because my sister borrowed it. Yeah, oh my god, this is awesome. Look at that artwork. But yeah, it's a 4-doma parody manga of the game. You can easily find translations of it online, but I thought it would be wicked awesome to own an actual physical copy. And it actually turns out, let me start from the beginning. This is glossy paper right here, but then it goes to regular paper. And yeah, it's really high quality. Oh god, I am loving the artwork on this. I know in this one, because if you remember, Link's grandma in the game says she'll make his favorite soup for his birthday. So I think that's just him drooling at the thought of it. I actually love the way they characterize him in this. I feel like it's very accurate to his characterization in the game. That's another thing I love about Wind Waker. Link gets the most characterization in that game than any other game in the series. Orca teaching him how to use the sword. Oop. Tetra falls from the tree, all right on her butt, just like in the game. Okay, I can't even understand that, and I already think it's funny. I like that. You don't have to read Japanese to know what's going on in that one. My arm's starting to cramp. Yeah, but what this is basically is a style of manga that's like each story is always 4 panels and it focuses on a gag. In fact, the story structure these 4-panel mangas tend to take actually plays a big influence on how Nintendo does game design. Because if you notice, like, especially in their newer titles, whenever, like, their level design always follows this structure where they introduce a concept before developing it and then turning it on its head before concluding it. It's Ganondorf. I love him in that game. Wind Waker also definitely has the best take on his character. Another thing I love about this game's art direction is how well designed everything is. Like, the way they're designed, I think, shows their personality. And everybody looks unique and memorable. And they actually develop their NPCs to the point where like each and every one of them has their own name. Like if the Nintendo Gallery side quest, take a photo, send it to Karlov in the Forest Haven, he'll sculpt a figurine of that NPC or enemy, and literally like you'll press A for the info when you're looking at the figurine information, and each and every NPC has a name and some kind of backstory. That is a nice picture. Okay, so I think that's important in the game where you have to awaken Medli as a Sage of the Earth Temple. It's Valu. It's a Rito. Oh no, this is a Dragon Roost Cavern section, not the Earth Temple. Actually, when I read this online, I don't think it goes back past the return to the Forsaken Fortress. Fun fact, in Japanese, the Forsaken Fortress is called the Demon Beast Isle. That is so much more fucking badass. That's the thing, actually, in the original Japanese text of these games, there is so much references to the demons and the demonic. Like, all the enemies and monsters you fight, they're literally stated to be, like, all part of the demon tribe. If you want more information about, I guess, what's been lost in translation with The Legend of Zelda, definitely check out the channel Quest with Aaron. His videos are really interesting, and he goes beyond just language, but also like all the cultural and religious influences in the game's writing as well. I actually feel like I learned quite a bit about Japanese culture too, listening to him. Okay, I like this one. You know, he throws the boomerang comes back to him, and each time he catches it, he does the, you got the item thing. That's cute. Makar and his violin. Him saving Makar from Calais Demos, the second boss. One thing I don't like about this game is I like how in the trend Ocarina of Time started, where before the boss fight started, it would display their boss name on the screen along with some kind of title to give it's some kind of an introduction. Wind Waker lacked that feature with its bosses, and that's a mistake. They should have added that back in the HD version. It's Tetra again. Oh well, yeah, I'm definitely feeling it. I'm definitely baked. But, I like that. I think it's definitely turned off my social inhibitions, and I can just talk about this without feeling nervous or any kind of stage fright. That's the thing, because I'm on camera, and I plan to post this on YouTube, I always get this kind of stage fright. And I think that's, definitely the biggest mental hurdle in actually making videos about things. In fact, I could probably see myself feeling embarrassed about this after I sober. And it's that guy who wants to work at the post office. Salvatore's playing the Great Fairy. That's definitely one of the better NPCs of that game. He runs a couple mini-game shops, and, when you choose to play the game, he'll give an introduction story by put these things over his head and play as a character. It's even funnier when you see him on Spectacle Island and he plays Tetra and see him trying to act all girly. And it's Tingle. That's another thing. That game just had so much personality. So much energy. And I attribute, you know, it's not just the art direction, it's also the writing, I think. Another thing, I also think this game had really great characters that were well utilized, not only in their dedicated, you know, section of the story, but they also come back into play even in the second act. Like Medley and Makar, you rescue them both in the first two dungeons, and then later, you know, they awaken as the sages. So I also think this game's story gives its characters the most development. Another thing I like about this game's story is that it actually has a great message about letting go of the past and embracing the future. In many ways, it felt like, I guess when I was first playing as a child, it felt like Nintendo was talking me directly about, you know, embracing all the, like, I guess new directions the series could go in and not just cling to what came before. Especially considering, you know, they were still working within the legacy of Ocarina of Time. And the pressure they might feel to, like, try and top it. I don't know if I'm, like, actually making sense or if I'm talking incoherent. I guess I just state the thoughts as they come to mind. Tingle is such an underrated character. He actually has his own spin-off series on the DS. The first one, Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land, was released worldwide, but not in the US because Americans apparently hated Tingle. And he has like other games that were not released outside Japan too, all in the Nintendo DS. But I should import the Rosy Rupee Land from Europe. That might be the thing I import next. Tower of the Gods. The Great Arbiter Godan. And Link got the Master Sword. Did we see Jaboon? I feel like we might have seen Jaboon. Maybe I just passed it because I wasn't paying attention. Oh. Rhinoy rescuing Link's sister. I also do love how this game also gave Link a more personal conflict. It's Ganondorf. I feel like they drew him very well. Fan art of this incarnation of him, I feel it's kind of hit or miss. And I think they made his, like, legs a little too short. Oh, yeah, there's him playing Tetra. Oh, and yeah, and when he's asleep, he does that. See what I mean? So much charm and personality. What's going on there? Oop, Hyrule King. Tetra Zelda. It's nice to see what she's, like, up to while she was waiting for you. I actually love how they drew the stained glass. That's so accurate to the game. What's the back? Another Salvatore. I guess that's the thing. I could go to the Translate app and just place it over that, then I can read it like that. Let's see. So, that's so cool. Alright, well, that's the entire book. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you were all amused by my stoned ass. And I hope I got y'all thinking about the game. And maybe sparking interest into those who haven't played it. Bye-bye.